Have you ever ended your day feeling tired, even though you did almost nothing?
Hmm. That strange tiredness is real.
You were not climbing mountains.
You were not solving huge problems.
You were not running a marathon.
Maybe you were just lying in bed, scrolling your phone, watching random videos, delaying everything.
And still, you feel heavy inside.
That feeling confuses many people.
They ask, why am I exhausted if I did nothing?
Today we're talking about that painful truth.
Why lazy people suffer,
Not to judge anyone,
not to insult anyone.
not to act superior.
We're here, like friends,
Honest friends,
because laziness looks comfortable from the outside.
but often feels miserable on the inside.
It steals energy.
It steals confidence,
It steals self-respect.
and the worst part?
Many people think laziness is rest.
But it is not the same thing.
Real rest heals you.
Laziness often drains you.
That difference can change a life.
So stay with us today.
Because maybe you are not lazy forever,
Maybe you are just stuck in habits.
and habits can change.
Welcome back, everyone.
This is the best place to learn real English through real conversations.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Emily.
We're so happy you're spending this time with us.
And no, you are not wasting it.
You're investing it.
Today's topic matters because almost everyone struggles with this at some point.
Students,
Workers,
parents,
dreamers.
even ambitious people.
Yes, sometimes people with big dreams become trapped in small habits.
Wow.
They want more, but move less.
They imagine success, but avoid effort.
They hope life changes while repeating the same day.
Have you ever felt that tension?
Inside, you know you want growth.
But outside, you delay everything.
That gap creates pain.
And that pain often gets called laziness.
Let's go deeper.
First truth.
Lazy people suffer because unfinished tasks follow them everywhere.
Like ghosts.
Exactly. Friendly ghosts, maybe. Laughter.
Stressful ghosts.
You delay sending one email.
You delay cleaning one room.
You delay studying English.
You delay exercising.
You delay making one important phone call.
At first, it feels small,
But later, your mind remembers all of it.
even while relaxing,
Even while eating.
even while trying to sleep,
That is why doing nothing does not always feel peaceful.
because mentally, you are carrying many open loops.
Imagine your brain is like a desk.
Every unfinished task is a paper on that desk.
1 paper? Fine.
10 papers, stress,
50 papers?
panic with decoration, laughter.
Exactly.
Many people think action creates stress.
But avoided action often creates more stress.
That line is powerful.
If something takes 5 minutes but you avoid it for 5 days,
You suffer longer than the task itself.
most people never notice this part.
Laziness extends pain.
Let's talk about confidence now.
Oof. Important topic.
Lazy people often suffer because they stop trusting themselves.
Explain that.
If every night you say, tomorrow I'll wake up early, but tomorrow you don't.
Your brain notices.
If every week you say, I'll start learning English seriously, but never start.
Your brain notices again.
If you say, this month I'll become disciplined, and then repeat old habits.
Your brain definitely notices. Laughter.
Yes,
And then what happens?
you slowly believe your own promises mean nothing.
That is sad.
Confidence is not magic.
It is memory.
Memory of times you kept your word.
Wow. Say that again.
Confidence is memory.
Memory of discipline.
Memory of effort.
Memory of showing up.
If you keep promises to yourself, confidence grows.
If you keep breaking them, confidence shrinks.
That's why some people look capable but feel weak inside.
Because they do not trust themselves.
Exactly.
Let me confess something.
Go ahead.
Years ago, I used to make huge plans every Sunday night.
Ah, yes. Sunday night fantasy mode.
Exactly. I wrote things like, wake at 5 a.m., gym daily, read 50 pages, no sugar, Perfect schedule,
Very dramatic.
very unrealistic.
Then Monday came.
I woke up late, ate cookies, and watched videos. Laughter.
Honest king.
Thank you.
How did that feel?
Bad. Not because cookies are evil.
Right.
Because I was lying to myself every week.
That repeated disappointment hurts more than failure.
Yes,
Failure while trying can teach you.
but failure from avoidance feels empty.
Many listeners may relate.
If that's you, you're not alone.
Let's talk about another hidden pain.
Comparison.
Lazy people often compare their behind-the-scenes life to other people's highlights.
They open social media,
They see someone speaking fluent English,
someone starting a business,
someone traveling,
someone with a fit body.
someone smiling in perfect lighting.
Always suspicious lighting. Laughter.
Very suspicious.
Then what happens?
Instead of feeling inspired, they feel smaller.
Because deep down, they know they are delaying their own growth.
Comparison hurts more when you know you are neglecting yourself.
That's true.
If you are working hard, other people's success may motivate you.
But if you are avoiding life, it can feel like punishment.
So many people say, social media makes me depressed.
Sometimes the deeper issue is unused potential.
Wow.
That hits.
Let's go even deeper.
Please.
Sometimes laziness is not laziness.
Important point.
Sometimes it is fear.
Fear of failure.
Fear of judgment.
Fear of starting badly,
Fear of discovering you are not instantly amazing.
which almost nobody is.
Exactly.
Many people would rather call themselves lazy than admit they are scared.
Because lazy sounds temporary.
Fear sounds vulnerable.
But truth creates freedom.
If you say, I'm lazy, you stay confused.
If you say, I'm afraid to begin, now you understand the real problem.
And real problems can be solved.
Example,
If you fear gym judgment, start walking at home.
if you fear speaking English badly, speak alone first.
If you fear failing publicly, practice privately.
See? Clarity changes strategy.
Exactly.
There is another form of hidden laziness.
Which one?
Perfectionism.
Ah, yes, fancy laziness.
Laughter. True.
Explain.
Some people say, if I cannot do 1 full hour, why do 10 minutes? If I cannot speak perfectly, why practice? If I cannot start at the perfect time, why begin now?
So they do nothing.
Yes,
Waiting for perfect conditions is a slow trap.
life is messy.
Motivation changes,
Schedules break.
energy goes up and down.
If you only act in perfect conditions.
You will act rarely.
Successful people are often less dramatic.
They do imperfect work on ordinary days.
They begin before they feel ready.
They use 10 minutes.
They repeat basics.
That wins long term.
Let me share a story from my own life.
Please do.
There was a time I wanted to improve my English accent. I kept saving videos to watch later.
Dangerous phrase later.
I bought notebooks.
Classic productivity shopping.
I organized folders.
Still no practice?
0 practice.
Oh no.
Weeks passed. I told myself I was preparing,
But really?
avoiding embarrassment.
Ah,
I was scared to hear my mistakes.
that's human.
One evening I said, enough. I recorded my voice for 1 minute.
Brave.
I hated it.
Also human. Laughter.
But I listened again next day.
Then,
I improved one sound, then another, then another.
amazing.
The thing I feared most became the thing that helped me most.
So many listeners need that lesson.
Start ugly.
Improve later.
Yes.
Now let's talk about why laziness feels tiring physically.
Great point.
When you move less, energy often drops.
People think movement uses energy only.
But movement can create energy too.
A short walk can wake the brain.
Stretching can improve mood.
Cleaning a room can create momentum.
Action tells the body, we are alive, we are engaged.
Staying still too long can make the mind cloudy.
Have you noticed this?
If you stay in bed too long, sometimes you feel worse.
Exactly.
If you scroll for 2 hours, your body feels strange.
Neck pain, low mood, restless mind.
But after a 10-minute walk,
Often better.
humans are built for movement.
Not endless passive consumption.
Hmm, there's something surprising here.
What?
Many lazy people are not lazy all day.
True.
They work very hard avoiding work.
Wow. Explain that.
They think about tasks,
Feel guilty about tasks.
worry about tasks,
Plan tasks.
escape tasks.
Then feel exhausted.
That mental struggle uses energy.
While actual action might have been easier.
Exactly.
So if you're listening right now with one task on your mind,
Maybe doing it is easier than carrying it.
powerful line.
Let's prepare for part 2.
Because next we'll talk about how lazy habits destroy dreams quietly
The identity shift that changes everything.
and practical steps to become disciplined without becoming miserable.
Stay with us.
And when you're ready,
Just type one word.
continue. Welcome back, everyone. If you stayed with us, good. Because now we're entering the deeper part of this conversation.
Yes. In part 1, we talked about how laziness often looks comfortable on the outside, but creates pain on the inside.
And now we need to talk about something many people never understand.
Lazy people do not only lose time.
They lose identity.
That sounds deep.
Because every day you repeat something, it slowly becomes who you believe you are.
Exactly. If you wake up every day and avoid effort, avoid responsibility, avoid challenge, soon you stop saying, I am someone trying, and you start saying, I am just lazy.
And that belief is dangerous. Because once a person accepts a weak identity, they stop fighting.
Yes, they stop dreaming, they stop trusting themselves, they stop expecting growth. And this pain is quiet. No one hears it. But inside it hurts.
Let me ask everyone listening something honest. Have you ever known you could do more, but didn't?
That feeling is heavy. You know there is talent inside you. You know there is energy inside you. You know there is potential inside you. But your actions do not match it.
That creates inner tension, like a bird with wings living in a cage with an open door.
Wow, that image is powerful. The cage is open, but the bird forgot how to fly.
That is many people. They are not trapped by life. They are trapped by habit.
Here is something important. Every repeated action trains something. If you practice piano, you improve music. If you practice speaking English, you improve language. If you practice avoidance, you improve avoidance.
Yes, laziness is training too. It trains delay. It trains excuses. It trains weakness.
And that means laziness becomes easier tomorrow. Because habits grow roots.
Like a path in a field. Walk the same path every day and the ground becomes clear. The same happens in the mind. Use the lazy path enough times and the brain says, this is normal now.
But wait, that also means something hopeful.
Exactly. A strong path can be built too.
Many people ask, if action is so helpful, why does discipline feel painful? Good question.
Because growth asks for payment first. Comfort gives pleasure first and pain later. Discipline gives pain first and reward later.
Wow. Say that again.
Comfort gives pleasure first and pain later. Discipline gives pain first and reward later.
That explains everything. Scrolling your phone feels easy now. Regret later. Studying English feels hard now. Confidence later. Saving money feels hard now. Peace later. Exercise feels hard now. Strength later.
So the lazy person chooses now. The wise person thinks about later.
Let me share a small story. There were 2 workers in a building. One always took the elevator. One always took the stairs. At first, the elevator worker laughed. Why waste energy? The stair worker smiled. Months later, one had stronger legs, more energy, better breathing. The other became tired easily.
Small daily choices, big future results.
Yes, laziness often wins tiny moments, but loses long-term life.
This may surprise some listeners. Laziness and anxiety are often connected.
Very true, because unfinished tasks stay in the mind. Ignored responsibilities create pressure. Delayed decisions create stress.
Your brain remembers what you avoid, even when you pretend not to care.
Like dirty dishes in the kitchen, you walk away, but every time you see them, they speak. Laughter.
Yes, they say, we are still here.
That is avoided work too. We are still here.
Many people say, I'll start when I feel motivated. But motivation often comes after starting, not before.
Exactly. Action creates energy. Movement creates momentum. Doing creates motivation.
Think about pushing a car. The first push is hardest. Once it moves, easier.
Your mind is like that. The first 5 minutes matter most. That is why lazy people suffer. They never push long enough to feel movement.
Let's give people something useful now. Tip 1. Use the 5-minute door.
Beautiful name. Tell them.
If you avoid something, promise only 5 minutes. Study English 5 minutes, clean 5 minutes, write 5 minutes, walk 5 minutes.
Because the mind fears mountains, but accepts steps.
Exactly! And many times 5 minutes becomes 20. Starting breaks resistance.
Most people wait for giant motivation, but tiny motion is enough. Tip 2. Remove easy escapes.
Yes, if your phone steals hours, move it away. If bed keeps you trapped, stand up immediately. If TV owns your evenings, unplug it for 1 hour.
People think they need stronger willpower. Sometimes they need smarter environment.
If cookies are on the table, you eat more. If books are on the table, you read more.
Environment whispers. It shapes behavior quietly.
Lazy people often quit because they insult small progress. They say, only 10 words learned, only 1 page read, only 10 push-ups.
But small wins are bricks. A wall is built brick by brick. Fluency is built sentence by sentence. Strength is built rep by rep. Confidence is built promise by promise.
Respect the brick.
Now we need to talk about something emotional. Many lazy people are not laughing. They are ashamed.
Yes, they joke outside. Inside, they feel behind.
They compare themselves with friends. One friend growing, one friend earning, one friend building, and they think, what happened to me?
That comparison can become poison because shame creates more avoidance, and avoidance creates more shame.
A painful circle. So if anyone listening feels this, please hear us carefully. You are not finished. You are not too late. You may be stuck. But stuck is different from broken.
I knew a man who felt lost at 32. No direction, bad habits, low confidence. He thought life was over. Then he made one rule. Wake up at 7 every day. That's all. After 2 weeks, he added walking. After 1 month, reading. After 3 months, job training. After 1 year, new life.
Wow. People underestimate simple consistency.
Yes, his life did not change in 1 day. It changed in many ordinary days.
Another surprise. Smart people can suffer deeply from laziness.
Because intelligence without action creates frustration. They know what to do, but do not do it.
That gap hurts. Knowledge in the head. No movement in life.
A parked sports car is still parked. Laughter.
That's a funny and painful metaphor. Power means little without movement.
Tip 4. Stop trying to become perfect. Become a person who starts.
Yes, start messy. Start tired. Start uncertain. Start small. Start late if needed, but start.
Because action teaches what thinking never can.
Tip 5. Change how you speak about yourself. Instead of, I'm lazy, try, I'm learning discipline. Instead of, I never finish, try, I'm practicing consistency.
Words matter. Identity becomes behavior. Behavior becomes life.
This may be the deepest pain of all. Laziness steals self-respect.
Because when you repeatedly betray your own promises, you trust yourself less.
And self-trust is precious. If you say, I'll study tonight, then don't. Again and again, your mind stops believing you.
But there is good news. Trust can return the same way it was lost, one kept promise at a time.
Everyone listening, try this today. Make one tiny promise, very tiny. Read one page. Walk 10 minutes. Learn 5 English words. Clean one shelf. Sleep on time.
Then keep it. That small act tells your mind, I can trust myself again.
And sometimes healing begins there.
Let's ask our listeners 3 honest questions. What am I avoiding right now? What pain is that avoidance creating? What tiny action can I do today?
Pause and think. These questions can change a life.
Before part 3, let's preview some words we'll explore later. Avoidance, momentum, consistency, identity, regret, discipline.
And in the final part, we'll go deeper into healing, rebuilding confidence, and escaping the lazy life permanently.
Because the biggest mistake is still ahead.
And the solution is simpler than most people think.
So don't go anywhere.
And to everyone who stayed with us until this moment, we just want to say something important. We're proud of you, really, because listening, learning, reflecting, and trying to grow. These are not small things. They matter. Today was not just another video. Today was a reminder that your future can still change.
Yes. Maybe you felt lazy. Maybe you've delayed too many things. Maybe you've been disappointed in yourself. But please remember this. Your past habits do not get the final vote. Your next decision does.
You are not trapped by yesterday. You are not defined by slow seasons. You are not disqualified because you wasted time before. The clock is still moving, and that means you still have a chance.
Sometimes life changes in dramatic moments. But more often, it changes quietly. One better morning, one kept promise, 1 hour used well, one brave decision, one new habit, one day at a time.
So after this episode, don't try to become perfect overnight. Just choose one small action. That's enough. Read one page. Clean one room. Study 10 minutes. Take one walk. Start one task. Small steps become powerful journeys.
And if nobody told you lately, you can improve. You can rebuild discipline. You can trust yourself again. You can become stronger than your excuses.
Thank you for spending this time with us. You didn't waste it. You invested it in yourself.
And that is always worth it.
If this episode helped you, write in the comments. Today I start. We'd love to read it.
Also tell us, what is one lazy habit you want to leave behind? And one strong habit you want to build? Your comment may inspire someone else.
Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who needs motivation today.
And if you're ready to keep improving your English and your life, click the next video on your screen now.
Until next time, be kind to yourself
Stay consistent.
and keep growing. Both. Bye, everyone.